Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka, I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are climbing your river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2.
It's week 18 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Eagles and the Panthers on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Yellow, line, quick, yellow, check white.
Running on first down, Eckler. And space tough to come by there. So we get maybe a yard to the 37. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third down and 13. Young. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Young off the play fake. He hits his target, Lockett, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here we go.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Young toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still... quickly and forcing incompletions.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Eckler is going backwards here. They come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Young to throw it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chase Young with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Eagles had 10-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon, a player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw him right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Powering his way forward. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Young to throw it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Bust through the tackle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
3rd and short yardage. Young. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Smith red. Blue check. Hut.
Now a toss running left. Eckler. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Carolina. Austin Eckler, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to move back in front. So the toss play there, very effective. Looked like the defense got caught with too many men in the box.
I think you're right about that, and I really like the idea of getting him out wide, getting him to the perimeter. That way he can either turn the corner when they box the defenders inside or make that one cut and get upfield when you get help from your wide receivers taking care of the cornerbacks.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one. And I was reminded, like an obvious
is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They go play action with Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough.
Touchdown! A great play there with a second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. You look at the numbers on the year, up over 1,100 yards now, and the last drive had a touchdown as well. Everybody offensively just seems to be in cohesion, don't they?
They do, and when you look at this rushing total, and you know at the end of the year, that means gifts for the big guys up front. Offensive line, tight ends, they're going to get a nice little bonus from their big-time runner.
When did that become a thing, by the way, that the quarterback or running back gets gifts for the offensive line?
I don't know. I can't go back and pinpoint it, but it's a great tradition, and it rewards those guys because they don't really get the attention that they deserve. We rarely call their names. It's a nice way for them to end their season.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready?
They'll play fake. Now Young. This complete to Lockett. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Young. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Lockett the motion man right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Out of the gun, it's Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On second down, Cook. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here. Brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown. That would be a crushing blow to the defense.
2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Young on first down. It's caught, blocked it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A first down throw for Young. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Now Young. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll throw again. Young. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Oh, good hands there defensively, and it's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And Young's throw there incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Young. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ethan Evans on now to punt. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job. And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And here's Matt Araiza now. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
To throw, Young. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They got 29 yards that time. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Watkins diving. He's got it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Hurts completing this one quickly. Touchdown, Eagles! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott now to have the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Draw play. It's Eckler. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
If these guys got to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Young on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action with Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Hurts to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Yellow, line. Ready?
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. 2nd and 5.
Check white. Black swap.
It's Eckler again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football and making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check pink. Opposite. Green.
Eckler now between the tackles. And able to get this to the 31.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Yellow. Line. Switch. Yellow. Check white.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Black swap. Smith ready.
Looking to throw, Young. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Set. Ready. Ready.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenny. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. Again, that's Hurst. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Let's go.
Up the middle with Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Young will set to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Young. And that's incomplete. Those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Following the interception, Young finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And quickly they get to the line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now a second down throw for Young. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A first down throw for Young. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here is Young.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On third down, here's Eckler. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Young to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have another first first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
63.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That throw by Young incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
One last shot for Young. Just keeping the play alive. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective.
Stand up. For the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Crab, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the way a nice.